A guy who can't get into college secretly starts his own school. He does it to fool his parents, but things spiral out of control fast. He even steals the name from the century-old elite school next door, Harmon Institute of Technology, and calls it South Harmon Institute of Technology. What's crazy is this fake school actually runs shockingly well. It ends up enrolling hundreds of students just like him, kids who also couldn't get into a good college. Bartleby's unconventional system, building majors around personal interest, gives so-called bad students a real sense of direction for the first time. But in the end, this fake college still has to face Judgment Day. Because the president of the prestigious Harmon University shows up, he also brings along hundreds of parents who had no idea they were being lied to. Right there in public, he exposes the entire truth. Bartleby's parents are completely stunned, and even more parents are filled with regret, because their kids had finally found a college willing to accept them, only to learn it was all fake. Before long, the entire campus is shut down. Waiting for Bartleby as a hearing, he has almost no chance of winning. With nowhere left to run, he decides to gamble one last time, because he discovers a loophole in the law. As long as he completes the school's accreditation before Harmon files its official complaint, the case against him automatically collapses. Otherwise, prison is waiting, so he chooses to fight. But on the day of the hearing, the judge announces the trial has been moved to a much larger courtroom, because every single South Harmon student shows up to watch. They're all there to fight for even the smallest bit of hope for their future. This time, Red's uncle steps in as the lawyer. The trial begins, and the judge immediately asks a tough question. By law, starting a college requires three things. First, fully equipped facilities. Second, a structured and legitimate curriculum. Third, qualified instructors. That question puts the uncle on the spot, so Bartleby is asked to answer himself. Bartleby stands up and explains. When it comes to facilities, whatever the students need, he buys it. As for the curriculum, he has the students wheel in a whiteboard. On it are all the classes they want to learn. But the judge says he can't make sense of a schedule like that. Then the judge asks about teachers, and suddenly every student in the room stands up.
What is the meaning of this?
See, at South Harmon, sir, the students are the teachers.
But the Harmon president refuses to accept that answer.
Are not and cannot be teachers.
At this point, everything is stacked against Bartleby. With no other choice, he goes all in. He finally says everything he's been holding back.
And we'll never forget the ideals that were instilled in us at our place, because we are shitheads now, and we'll be shitheads forever, and nothing you can say or do or stamp can take that away from us, so go!
When he finishes, the courtroom explodes. Meanwhile, the Harmon president looks confident, almost smug. Now it's time for the judge's final decision.
The South Harmon Institute of Technology will be granted a one-year probationary period in which to continue its experimental program. Congratulations.
You heard that right. Bartleby wins the case. South Harmon is granted 1 year of probation, and just like that, a world-class school is born. Education isn't about rigid systems and blind instruction. It's about uncovering a student's potential. When teaching is tailored to the individual, everyone can become somebody. And in the end, may every child find the place where they truly shine.